Sana is going to be played as the support tank role. And in response, is that a Eve?
Okay, it's a Eve coming in. They actually banned out. Remember, there was the Lunok Floor Eve, right?
Yeah.
So there was a lot more left on the pool in terms of stable, secondary magic damage choices. So in this case, the Eve comes in to replace and fill that role. To talk about the Sylvana here, I feel like it makes sense because if you're able to get onto the backline with it actually locks the Rafaela down. You can burst it down. If you want to create space, you can use it to keep the tanks off your backline too.
Yeah. But overall, in this match itself, I think both teams really drafted well, but it's like you say, it's all about finding the pick off to Rafaela and the squish your heroes like Eves before you can actually go past Forza. So it's all about EVOS setting up plays with the Sylvana, with the Alice, with the Benedetta, and we'll see how Angela playing on this Angela with a hard guard will be able to protect Potato. For carry, I always love a carry, but you need to give carry time to farm. And ladies and gentlemen, we are here in the first match of the day, EVOS versus RSG. We are here in the Land of Dawn.
Here in the Land of Dawn, El Clasico kicking off now. Girl hiding towards the top side is Jason and LY4. This tag team duo here looking to go in. They spot him out, shove him away. LY4 is going to get the space here and force Benedetta back.
Yeah, but I think that, they have predictions. They are pretty sure that Girl playing on the Benedetta is going to cut the wave. He's pretty standard of Benedetta. So this is really just predicting your opponent's move and just preventing Benedetta from being able to rotate that fast and hard guard. I mean, you can see Soup playing on this Angela, just trying to zone Jason and Sana out, while Forza is going to farm just a bit, same as Potato.
The good news is that RSG got the Little Wanderer, if I saw correctly. So that gives them the priority in the river. The wave clip from both nicknames are actually pretty decent when it comes to just chucking spells out and being able to roam away after the wave is clear. Of course, Soup now making his rotation in to deal with this.
Yeah, but you can see, look, the position of Benedetta playing on Girl. She is cutting waves so much deep into disrespecting EVOS, but I think that LY4, he senses it, he wants to knock up on Girl. Really good maneuver onto Girl itself, managed to dodge away from the Bucks here.
Now look at this, what Girl is doing is also creating space for Potato to walk into the opponent's jungle and take away camps and deny Roger his farm. So this is slightly problematic, but at least, on the upside, Forza is managing to rotate down and steal camps away.
Yep, definitely. And we can see that LY4 itself is going to go into roam a bit, just giving a bit of vision to the team itself. But it seems that both teams, they are really playing a bit safe because they know that the carry needs the time to farm and it's best to avoid. But Turtle is already being spawned and both teams, they know they definitely want this Turtle and they are just going to rotate a bit on the top side.
EVOS has first priority to this. They make it to the objective and they started up. Girl is actually on the Turtle right now. It's going down to 7,000 RSG. If they want to make a move, they have to go in quick. Jason now taking the aggro. They're jumping in. Girl into the middle of the fight. The Turtle is falling very low now as the real manipulation comes out, but the Turtle has been stolen by RSG and now the fight is breaking out. RSG with the health bars and the real world manipulation able to just jump in and clean up the fight. It's 2 quick kills already for RSG and now EVOS, they have to retreat under tier 1.
Yeah, overall, I think it's really good play. Predictions coming in from RSG, just absolutely turning the fight, even though Alice playing on Pokemon tried to come up to the lane, but it's just a bit too late.
RSG with the early win, 2 kills the Turtle. They find themselves at 1.2k gold lead and the veteran leadership there. Even though they saw EVOS starting up the objective, they were nervous. All they had to do was set up the fight, allow the space for Sana to cast the real world manipulation and eliminate them inside that choke.
Yes, and right now we can see in the bottom lane itself, W versus Alice. I mean, these two can go head-to-head together, but just bear in mind that Alice, she really needs to sack on that minions before she has a bit more sustainability. So it really depends on how EVOS is able to drag the game. But RSG, it seems that LY4, really good rotation coming in, and the ultimate coming in from Ace just managed to decimate onto the side of JPL, and Pokemon pays the price as well. Double kill coming in from Roger, just taking away Soup.
Now Fossa already running hot, 2-0 and 2. He's starting to get the ball rolling, and we talked about this, Roger. He needs to either start getting a hit early or fall behind and feel bad. And this is the point where RSG feel comfortable skirmishing, they feel comfortable fighting. as long as Sana has his ultimate to set up in these chokes, they're able to hold them in place with the Baxia and hold them in place with the Uranus and finish them off. Now Jason, he's going to make the rotation back in onto mid.
Yeah, like we mentioned, in order for EVOS to actually succeed, they have to take out this Rafaela, but it's pretty hard to catch on to Rafaela with Jason, who is a very seasoned player, but it looks like Jason overextending will finally get paid a price and being locked down instead. Pokemon going in for LY4, but look at Baxia, he is so tanky. He needs the carry to go into burst, and I think that is going to be a disengage because Forza on the other side at bottom lane is just being happy, pushing himself. He practically have the bottom lane all to himself.
Now the good news is EVOS SG picked up one kill. They're finally on the board. It stems the bleeding just a little bit. But like you mentioned, Forza left completely unchecked, just farming the jungle and knowing that he's going to consistently get a hit compared to his counterpart. Now that Turtle is up at 5 minutes, they could go for this objective and contest it if they want to. It's down to slightly below 7k as JPL is going to be focused down. He has to flicker away. Not sure if he can survive. They're moving away from the real world manipulation, and in the backline, they actually found Sana, and they may be able to turn this fight. EVOS SG now jumping back in. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, but the Uranus makes it an advantage. This fight now Swoop in a lot of trouble. Roger finding another kill for himself. RSG, they find 3 kills at the cost of Sana. EVOS SG, they dive into the backline to take out the real-world manipulation, but they overextended, and they will get punished right there and lose the turtle.
Yeah, even though it's really good attempt coming from EVOS to take down the support, which is East playing on the Sana, but not to forget they have Rafaela just healing them all in and soak up so much damage for them, so they have to find a way to get Rafaela out of the fight.
It's not just that, it's the fact that her holy baptisms have been so problematic, right? Every time you dive the backline, Rafaela is just next to Eve, making sure that she's safe and protected, buying her the space to cast at least half, of the real manipulation. Otherwise, it feels kind of bad. But at least half to get the damage down. And at that point, RSG, with the low health bars, they just clean up. Now, EVOS, they're setting up a death bush here in this top side.
Yes, but I think that they are really aware of the potential of EVOS just hiding in the bushes, and they're just going to back away for now, because in terms of the goal lead, RSG actually leads by around 3,000 goal lead, and Forza, he's really farming very well. 3-0-4, and all he has to do, like we mentioned before the game starts, is just to let Rafaela and the tanks itself help him to soak up that damage, and I think that this draft is really working well for them. We look at the replay, you can see that for Alice and Girl, they tried to go into the back line, but they only managed to cast charge onto Sana, and because of how Jason with the Holy Baptism, it practically heals up this very tanky team composition.
Hold on. Right, breaking out. Jason now standing in the front line. That's not the way the Rafaela wants to be, but he has Forza behind him holding it up, and they kill off the Sylvana first, and now they could take this fight. Girl in the backline, casting the Electro, trying to get onto the members, the Prime members, but will not be able to do so before going down. Now Potato is the next to fall. RSG turned this fight around. They might get Pokemon as well, and Swoop now, he's getting caught out. Forza, he's chasing down. He has the Lycan form soon. He might be able to jump in and clean this one up, but no. They get into the safety of the base, and RSG, they're happy with 3 kills, not losing anyone on their side. It was a bit touch and go with Jason at the start, but the rest of RSG come and back him up.
Yep, I think that for JPL, he tried to go in on the Sylvana, but there's only so much. He can only catch 1 target per his ulti, and there's just too many sides of the members of RSG that you need to take away. So I think that for this fight, they definitely are being kept in the bases by themselves because they have no place to farm. RSG is not letting them have any time to farm at all.
Things going from bad to worse for EVOS SG here in this first game of the best of 3. Down 5k gold, the Alice slowly scaling up, but not really at the pace she wants, right? She's not showing any presence in these fights, and it's starting to hurt them. They're lacking damage, they're lacking frontline. They have no ability to kill off Sana or Jason, and that is really hurting them.
Yes, but we can see what Potato wants to do is he wants to get his items up, because we know that in the later games, Carry, there might be a chance that he will be able to trunk down, but you need to give Carry at least the items, and I think that EVOS, they know that all you need to do is let Potato farm, and they're just going to avoid fights for now. But Girl, he's been in a bit of a danger. All the members of RSG, 4 members are trying to get onto Girl, but really good map awareness by Girl managed to juke away from
It's the iframes from the Benedetta that's so annoying, because when she pops the eye for an eye or the Electro, she's invulnerable, and now Sana, they caught him out. The Eve is dead, and this could be a good fight for EVOS if they can take it. Now JPL, he has to scurry away. Pokemon is the next target, having to flicker away now. RSG regrouping, looking to find their footing, but it's the window that EVOS needs as they kill off LY4 too. They find 2 kills, and now they're pushing down the man advantage. The heals coming in from Members of EVOS, as they look to dive tier 1, coming in is JPL with the Strangling Spiral. Not really able to find his target though, no stunts. They will just take the tier 1 and back off. As just as I say that, Pokemon jumping in. Don't think they want to fight this. They might have the man advantage, but they might not be able to do so as they jump in now. And there you go, the first kill. It's a 1-for-1 trade though, as RSG look to turn this one around. Arriving to the fight is Fossa. He could clean this one up. JPL though, he's very low on health. He has to back off. Real world manipulation in. They're slowing the members on the front line. Fossa looking to clean up the triple kill coming in for Sada with the real world manipulation. Now RSG, they managed to punish EVOS who went too far.
Yeah, but I think that it's really a good attempt coming from EVOS, but that Eves, look at that damage coming from Eves and that slow coming from is absolutely decimating EVOS. And right now EVOS with 4 men strong, they are going to go into the Lord. Soup, he's near the Lord, he knows that they are contesting a lot, but there's no way that EVOS can actually go in for this line. It's going to be a free Lord on the side for RSG.
Like LF4 is literally just rolling around, making sure the area is safe so no one can steal it. And RSG, they claim that they pick up the little Wanderer too. That Lord is going to be running it down soon, and this could be the last piece of the puzzle for RSG to close this one out. Resurgence, 5k ahead, making their enemy jungle their own now, looking to contest for this blue buff. It will go the way of Jason, I believe. He picked it up with the last hit. Now the Lord charging down the bot half of the map.
Yeah, but I think overall, in terms of the goal lead itself, RSG leading by about 5,000 in goal lead. And RSG is really looking solid as they build up the itemization for their tankier roles, like for Uranus as well as Buxia. So for the side of EVOS, what can they do to come back to the game?
Right now, it's looking pretty bad for them. EVOS, they're trying to defend still against this Lord, but I'm going to have to cut you off as they look to dive the tier 2 and real manipulation out. Look at the backlines getting eviscerated by the damage coming in. Sada and Fossa, the tag team. It's a double for Fossa. Make that a triple. Looking for the Quadra as Swoop is overstaying his welcome. Now Diablo, he's tanking up. Say, take the kill, buddy. Take the kill. The mega kill coming in for Sada, and now Resurgence look to close up map 1 in this best of 3 in a resounding fashion.
And it's going to be the first series itself to RSG. Really looking solid in their first match debut in the new team composition from RSG. I think that they played really well. In conditions, it's either to get the Rafaela out or whether Chu will be able to zone this Farsa out of the fight. Well, in terms of predictions, any predictions for you, Hungry Cast, for this match coming up?
RSG has a composition that they're comfortable with, that they're familiar with, right? They made some minor alterations, but the spirit of the composition is the same. In that regard, I am favoring RSG in this game. I think it's going to be a quick 2-0 for them. Sana now getting caught out. I say caught out. He's the one that puts the damage down first and walks away. What are your predictions, Sophia?
I think for this match, EVOS definitely drafted a bit well, but again, you know, I feel that it's the teamwork and the chemistry that really, because both teams are really good players. We have good players in both sides of the team. So it really boils down to teamwork, and right now Go taking a bit of damage onto that Jawhead itself. Interestingly, the Jawhead is going to be on the top lane while Tamus, you can see the position of Tamus. Diablo playing on the Tamus is actually trying to steal off this red buff away from Bruno, but a really good catch onto Rafaela, managed to zone Tamus out in preventing him from stealing Bruno's red buff. So a good attempt from the map control and map awareness on Soup, but the girl being damaged really hard in the top lane itself, and in the mid lane itself, JPL just trying to clear the whiff alongside with Soup.
Yep. JPL coming in for the assist. Only level 1 though, so only has the Jikundo. Doesn't have any of the mobility on top of that. Diablo here, like you said, is just going to be clearing and making the top jungler life a little bit difficult. Now actually getting caught out, takes a chunk of damage. Jason is nearby, he's only level 1. Now we'll pick up level 2, so has the ejector 2 if he wants to catch and pull someone into his team.
Yes, Jason is in position, he's ready with his camping just to actually push anyone. He caught out, he saw onto JPL potentially, and he can actually go in. He has the flicker, will he go in for the first blood? No, but JPL being really brave, just hovering around, just being like, hey, RSG, I know you're in the bushes, come on in. And he managed to scout out onto Jason. And
come on in, they will.
Really good kind of catch going into Girl, trying to go into the backline to catch out on Sana, but really good juke coming in from Girl, managed to juke away from this potential catch-up.
That's what I hate about Benedetta, like the iframes, the ability to just jump away. Like even if you land crowd control on her, if she's in like mid-animation, she just gets away with the dash. It's so frustrating to deal with. Now EVOS taking up all the attention and space. They start the turtle up, and now Jason jumping in, looking for a target to eject back, but will not be able to do so. Now falling very low and help in the center of the fight. It's going to be JPL that gets the kill, I believe. No, Resurgence finding it first, and JPL going down now, looking for a second and possibly a third as Resurgence chase into the jungle. Swoop still has some health to work with, but doesn't want to jump in alone. The turtle re-aggroed back to 8.5k health.
Yeah, but I think that it's going to be reset onto the turtle itself, because on the offlane Pokemon taking on the Bane actually rotates up, so it's going to be a reset. But overall, really good play coming from RSG. Managed to take 2 kills away from EVOS, getting a 1k goal lead into the start of this match.
I'm not sure if you noticed what happened just now, but there was a bit of miscommunication on the side of EVOS. JPL went in, everyone else went out, and he got caught in between 3 members. We talked about, teamwork and coordination on the RSG side. That's clearly missing to a certain degree on the EVOS side.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. Since that the teamwork and the chemistry coming from EVOS is a bit lacking, and it really shows in these kind of competitiveness. Jason's going in with the ejector, trying to catch on to the Rafaela, but really good way of the dragon coming in from JPL, just absolutely catching on to the members. Rafaela trying to heal up all the members, but the flame shot coming in from Sana, just absolutely catching on to the members of EVOS. But I think that it is an overall good fight for both sides of the team. Bane flicker in to catch on to that Sana, managed to get on one last hit with the tree, and that is a shutdown onto Sana with double coming in. Finally, with the back and forth, but it seems that Jason being spawned out will be able to catch on to the side of EVOS, and Potato being able to rotate fast, managed to get on Turtle. So much back and forth.
Yeah, so much back and forth, but the end state is as such. 6 kills for RSG, 5 for EVOS, with Resurgence having a small goal lead. The game is a lot more even in this one compared to the first. And as of now, it's 1-1 apiece, very even in terms of advantages.
Yeah, but Jason, he is in position. You look at where he is. He's going to be looking out for the side of Bruno. And like we mentioned, Bruno, he definitely needs a tank in front of him to catch him out. Feather Airstrike catching him way of the dragon. Soup, he's finally arriving here and managed to help his team members escape in time. But that was a trade for Bruno, which is the core member. So overall, I think it's a good fight for RSG.
Yep, you lose Jason, you get Potato. Fair is fair. You're okay with him not farming. And like, the Jawhead is the tank. Jason's completely okay going down for his team. In fact, if he doesn't die, it's a surprise, because he's always going to be going in first. Resurgence, they at least kill the core, and they find themselves, keeping the goal lead stable standard 500 or 400 in this case.
Yep, overall, I think that this match itself is way more balanced in terms of the team fight than the previous round. But right now, in the mid lane itself, JPL managed to catch on to Jason itself, and will get paid the price for Jason and Sana. And Double rotating really fast into the mid lane itself, actually paused his ultimate to escape, but I don't think that he can actually contest for it, as Soups managed to just cut the waves and get the top lane.
Now RSG, they need to pause and reset, because they should not have been in that position. They gave away the advantages that they got early on, and now Girl cutting the wave. They're looking to control the top side. Take a look at your mini-map on the top left. You can see 3 members from EVOS rotating up. They want to take down this tier 1. They want to dive Diablo, and now he's going to be the target, jumping in now. Swoop actually with the great Holy Baptism pulls him back in, but Diablo, he's so tanky. Jason coming in for the reinforcements. They got the tier 1 already, and now EVOS SG looking to back out. Here comes Fossa looking to clean up. Can they do this though with the movement speed? JPL for the airstrike being used. He's getting knocked up. He's getting cancelled, and they will not get the ultimate off, and the messy fight continues. EVOS SG very low on health bar. Soup, he's still around, still healing up members. Fossa going down first. Now Jason getting focused by the members of EVOS as they chase him down. They run down the Jawhead, but are unable to secure the kill as the turtle spawns.
Yep, really good fight coming from EVOS, with the healing coming from Soup, and with that they are able to take the turtle. But at what cost? Because Alice on the top side playing with LY4 is just going to be 3 split pushing on the bottom side. But it seems like it's going to be a game pause.
Okay, a bit of a miss pause coming in there. It looks like the players might have misclicked the button, as we will be jumping back in. There you go, a kill coming in though. Jason actually finds himself going down. Diablo now might be next on the chopping block as the Wave of the Dragon kicks him back in. And that is a quick kill, but they will lose JPL for that dive. Now Fossa, he had a perfect game previously with no deaths. 1, 2, and 3 this time. The ball isn't rolling just yet for the Roger. He needs to get to that point where he's big, and LY4 looking to re-engage for his team.
Yeah, but they lose. I think that for EVOS side, JPL playing on this show, really exceptional play, catching on to the right members, constantly catching on to Jason or catching on to Sana because he knows the potential of Sana playing on the Feather Astra, and that is really good mechanism coming in to catch out the key players of RSG just to help EVOS snowball.
Take a look at your screen. EVOS are holding nearby towards the bottom half. They want to kill Fossa, but Jason's here standing guard. A member of EVOS has recalled, so it's just going to be JPL all by his lonesome here, just holding strong.
Yeah, but I think that EVOS, they have to watch the map a bit more, especially on that bottom lane because it's a free split push right now. A team fight is being to catch in.
Team fight breaking
and
out. Bruno.
Again, JPL managed to catch on to Jason, a very core member as the tank, and this has allowed EVOS to move forward because they do not have the tank on the side of RSG for the next 10 seconds. Really good plays coming in from JPL.
You can see why the Cho was so oftenly banned because the value of this Cho, the moment you find a kick, they are able to come in for the fight. Now Feather Airstrike coming in, the Chamdo, the Daily Catch though actually managing to push him away, and now EVOS is diving back in. They get the kills that they need. It's 2 quick ones on Fossa and LI4, and now they're looking to regroup and potentially siege down. Now Lord is going to be spawning in slightly less than 20 seconds, so they can move over and take their objective if they want to. Unfortunately for RSG, they lose the core members and are not in a position unless Jason can do something about it.
Yeah, but every time he wants to make a play, JPL is there to kick out really important members and Double. He wants to help Fossa to secure that blue buff, but it seems like we mentioned the side of EVOS really controlling the net, and this time round the Roger is not going to have a good time because Roger, we know Roger without the blue buff, that really deters his mana consumption as well.
EVOS now slowly making their way down to the turtle rather instead of the Lord. It's still pretty early in the game, tell a lie, so no big objective for them to take just yet, but they're setting up a bait here as Go gets pulled in by Jason. This could be the pick that they need. They need to kill off the Vendetta first, but no, the iframes keep him alive. Girl now looking to turn around JPL with the tag team system, holding inside the jungle still. RSG, they cannot gain any ground. There is no way for them to take these fights. They can't secure the kills.
Yep, and right now we can see that the Lord is going to be spawned, and it is on time with 3 members on the side of EVOS is guarding around the Lord pit itself. They can essentially take this Lord, but they have to be careful because potentially on the side of Fossa, he's trying to gain as much of the gold as he can, just trying to split push. But Girl, knowing that the potential has actually gone to the top lane to clear it, and right now 4 members of EVOS is going on to the Lord, but I think the RSG, they know about it, they want to contest it, but they cannot go in right now.
You know what RSG look like? They look like the people at the zebra crossing when a car is coming and they have to pretend run, like make an effort to move faster. Like they're edging over to the Lord, but there's no way they're going to get there, and EVOS secure the objective super easily without any contest, and now this Lord will be spawning down the mid lane and might just signal the end of this game. RSG setting up a death push. If they can find JPL here, it's going to be massive, but he's baiting them out. He jumps away, and now the whole of RSG's position has been made known to EVOS.
I got to give it to JPL. Look at how aware of the map he is. He knows that it is a death push, and he just goes into tease. Right now, Pokemon is just getting caught off a bit by Double, but coming in with the shot. And then it looks like Jason is going to get caught off. Just one trick shall do the trick, and Jason managed to escape with a slither of health. Now,
the inhibitor is going to go down as EVOS is still pretty healthy. Remember, Soup is in the backline just healing all of them up. Look at that heals coming in. And now they're turning their attention over to the top inhibitor instead. EVOS looking to slowly siege down the base one by one, structure by structure, raise everything and leave them nothing.
Yeah, but let's not forget that we have Bane just going in, and the lane without a flicker coming in from Jane. But he has done his job itself, shutting down the members on the side of RSG. And right now, Alice just really trying to clear the wave, but she has not enough stacks itself, and a killing spree onto Soup. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a game to EVOS.
EVOS equalized the score 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, but the fact that with Black Dragon form, it does the exact same thing that you imagine the Bane do, which is knock Sana out of the real manipulation, right? When you get into the back line, and that forces them to position safely. Now, Popo and Koopa is going to be the last pick for RSG. I don't know how I feel about this.
I love Popo and Koopa. In fact, I think that he is really an underrated hero in this patch. Yes, and believe me, I think that he has a lot of CC. He has a lot of CC, and he sets traps as well. So I believe that Popo and Koopa is going to be played on Jason.
Okay, so this is what I was going to ask you, right? When I watch Popo and Koopa, he has literally one win condition, which is go and mess with the enemy jungle. Like literally go and try your best to kill them in the jungle if you can. It's not It's not something we see all too often because it's a very niche win condition. And RSG pulling this out must mean they have something, prepared before, if they go to game 3.
Yep, right now we are in the land of dawn again, the final match between EVOS versus RSG. Which team will emerge as the winner for this first series? And right now we have RSG. Yes, it's going to be the Jason on the Popo and Cooper. We have the side of RSG playing with the EVOS in the mid lane itself. Soup just as usual clearing the mid lane. But it looks like this Popo and Cooper playing on Jason. The dog is going to bite Soup and not let Soup being able to free farm in the mid lane itself. Forza just going to farm up in the top lane.
It looks like the strategy here is if Popo and Koopa being played by Jason is going to harass the enemy jungler. This gives space to Forza to start power farming his jungle, pick up all the buffs, and get the ball rolling much quicker, right? Because that was what was missing in game 2 when they lost. I could see the strategy behind this. I could see the draft is just very niche, and that kind of unique edge might be what RSG needs.
Yep, definitely. And we have Pokemon in the bottom lane just dealing with LY4 playing on this Uranus itself. And right now in the mid lane itself, the EVOS really just being such an annoying pest. You can see the effect of the EVOS just really making Soup detrimental in terms of the damage. But it looks like Jason is just going to be so annoying. Look at how he actually summons the dog to and fro to bite the members of EVOS.
When you ask people, are you a cat person or a dog person? I'm a Koopa person, so I'm a big fan of the pet coming in. Looking at the lane state right now, gold is about even. Turtle is going to be spawning soon. We can see on the minimap the rotations coming in. There's Fossa leading towards the bot half, looking to punish Harith if he overextends.
Yeah, but right now the turtle is going to be spawned in the top lane itself. EVOS already in position, but with RSG just camping in the bushes, you can see how Jason actually sets his traps in the bushes. So he is actually looking to trap the side of EVOS if they want to escape from the team fight itself. But JPL, he wants to Sada on the buff, but Jason...
He's level 3, he's just in level 3, he's still harassing, so there's not a big problem. Diablo and the Benedetta has the initiative in this area. He's just going to be swiping around the sword prep and know that his mobility is going to get him out of sticky situations. LY4 and Sana having ultimates is important, right? This point is where Sana is going to be contributing heavily to fights with the real world manipulation. JPL is still getting harassed, but that's a tanky Baxia, man. He doesn't care. He's going to eat the damage and walk away. Potato picking up the blue buff again. This is a very delayed turtle. Most instances we see, 2 minutes turtle started and finished. Both teams deliberating, taking their time to really start this objective up.
Yeah,
it looks like RSG is going to pull the trigger.
Yeah, but it looks like this time around it's going to be a free turtle because Girl on the side playing on the Yuzhong actually pops his ultimate, just barely escaping onto the top lane, and this is why the queue for RSG goes in to take the turtle.
Great call, great call. They pressure out the Yuzhong. No more Black Dragon form means team fighting is significantly weaker, and now RSG, they get the objective for free. They push themselves about 500 gold ahead. The problem still lies though in the bot side. They're getting dove. There's no space for LY4. He has to flicker out. He's going to get to safety, but the pressure is on. EVOS understands where the weak points are in the armor. They're going to be pressing and prodding and poking, hoping to expose a weakness in RSG's side.
Yep, overall, I think that both teams are playing really safe, and Jason using the ultimate just to bite onto that Bruno. But I think he's going to be safe for now because he has his trusty Rafaela just clearing in the mid zone, always ready, healings for everyone, and Jason going in, trying to take the bottom lane himself, and JPL coming in with the Bucks, and it looks like a team fight is going to be
Jason now has to be very careful. He's actually going to flicker out, very low on health. Koopa still doing damage, but now the attention turns towards Fossa. LY4 now the next to go down. Real manipulation is out. So that forces members of EVOS away. They can't stay inside that big square zone or risk taking damage. EVOS, they reset. They will find Jason here and Fossa, but they should be able to siege this down. Now, overstaying their welcome, though, is that too much for EVOS? They have to be careful about their positioning.
Yep.
Shaman Force is available for Pokemon if he wants to make the plays, but everyone from EVOS is just going to back off.
Yep, and you see in terms of the goal lead, it is extremely on par itself with both teams just playing absolutely safe. In fact, it's 4 minutes into the game and no kills has been dealt yet.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a slow one, right? No first blood whatsoever, only turtle being picked up by RSG, and that's because of macro play. It's not like they killed someone and picked that up. They just saw, oh, no more Black Dragon form? We'll take the objective for free. Girl getting pressured out quite heavily by this Benedetta might turn out to be a problem as the game goes on.
Yeah, but I think that they really want to not allow Girl to have such a good time, but a really
Good call coming in. The Black Dragon goes in trying to find members on the side of
Diablo,
RSG.
he's getting focused. The Black Dragon form in the backline, actually catching 3 members. Diablo is the first to fall. Now Jason has to be careful. He's going to leave Koopa behind. No, okay. Now he's going to look to base and then reset for this fight. EVOS, a great movement coming in with the Black Dragon form. Being able to secure the first turret of the game, giving themselves, equalizing opportunity in terms of gold. Now Pokemon looking for a fight here. Take a look at this replay as a fight breaks out on the side camera. You can see the Diablo getting caught out and another big fight on the main screen. Now RSG very low on health. Look at this EVOS just swarming in. They get the turtle and now they might get the kill on another member. Barely getting out is Jason and Sana. They should not be sticking here as Diablo is reaching in for a little bit more. JPL rolling around, looking for a target.
Very interestingly, each time Sana actually pops his ultimate, the disengage comes in from EVOS. This time round, they actually once bitten, twice shy. And they know that Sana is going to go in. Let's all back off and just let him waste his ultimate.
What also seems very smart to me is every time Sana pops the out, it's JPL and Girl looking for him. They're hunting him down. Now Diablo, he should be dead here. Turtle Popois has been popped and now he's going to be going down. No real reason for him to be overextended there. He's going to get dove. Now RSG, they're 1 member down. What can they do?
Yep, it looks like they're going in for Girl. Just yet again, they want to get this top tower, but Girl really good, making to clear the creep wave and not allowing LY4 to really giving him space to farm. And right now in the mid lane itself, Sana actually pops his ultimate, but it's just going to, this time round, not going to get any members of EVOS.
Multiple members of RSG are converging here, but the Black Dragon form in a choke is going to spell disaster coming in. RSG, they need to regroup. They need to kill off Girl first, but he's taking up so much time and space that there is no real reason for RSG to stick around. They offload all of their skills onto the one tanky Yu Zhong, and now look at them. They're running all the way to mid-tier 2. No, JPL, he's hunting them down. Look at this guy. He's diving. He doesn't care. He's looking for a bit more. And now jumping in is Diablo with the Electro looking for the damage, but he will not be able to find anything. RSG disengaged, but they use a lot. JPL, a smooth criminal up past the tier 1.
Well, I got to give it to his rolling skills because I have one song in mind. So it's like rolling.
Yeah. This guy, man, he just gets in, he gets out, he threatens everyone from RSG. And this game 3 for EVOS looking a lot better as JPL jumps in again, looking to make the moves. This Baxia as a monster. Real world manipulation comes out. Sana unable to really do anything as Jason has to back off.
Yeah, but right now in the bottom lane itself, Diablo trying to split push onto the bottom lane, but Turtle being spawned there. It looks like the contest, they want to contest on the Turtle itself, but Diablo going in with
Diablo.
a really
Electro, he might be able to get this. No, it's going to be taken away by EVOS SG, and now the fight again breaking out. Fossa getting the kill on the Baxia is important. Now they're down 1 tank. And can they refight this? No, is the question. RSG, they look like they have no inclination to stick around. They lose the Turtle, they get 1 kill, they say it's a decent trade, but now Black Dragon form being popped, EVOS SG, they pull the trigger and they want to go. The Nitros is accelerated and on the backline is just Yu Zhong tanking everyone up. He's still alive. How is he's still alive?
Well, I tell you, it's because of Soup playing on the Rafaela, healings from everyone coming in critical, and it's going to be a double kill onto Fossa, and that is not a member that you want to decimate.
Look at this man. What an absolute Chad. He goes in Black Dragon form, tanks up the whole team, and just backs off. EVOS, if they're looking for MVP, they found one in the form of Girl, the newer player coming in as well.
Yep. I think Girl really make an impact in the Yu Zhong itself, just absolutely decimating. And right now, Pokemon coming in, trying to poke off to Girl and Diablo. And I think that it's really playing well, the Harry fling on the off lane.
You know, sometimes when you play in a team with the same teammates for a while, you know their limits, right? And you all play a bit scared. When you introduce new blood and the new guy does something like that, you're like, well, let's just follow up, right? He's going to be the wild card, like this X factor for EVOS, and it's starting to pay off. Gold is in about 1.3k ahead for them, so they're looking pretty decent so far. Structure's also in their favor, 3-1 for EVOS.
Yep, absolutely. I think that the draft coming in from EVOS is really to play well, and Fossa, he wants to go in to get more gold, but Girl is in position. He knows the potential, but we are going to see a bit of a replay in the last Turtle pit.
Yeah, so this is the last Turtle fight. Hold on, we're going to switch to live real quick too. As Fossa, hold on, it's LY4 now. It's getting pressured down to Uranus. Even though he has the heals, should be able to get out with the dash. Real manipulation being executed by Sana, but he's going to get caught out here. Pokemon, he's looking to kill off the Eve before he can do anything. No, they turn it around. They finish up the Harif. Now it's Fossa that gets the kill credit. They've overreached again, and Pokemon goes down. Similar to game 1, similar position. They overreach and try to kill the Eve, but they die.
Yeah, but I absolutely agree with you. Pokemon playing on the hard wave is over-aggressiveness gets paid the price. He wants to go in for the dive. He almost managed to get the members of RSG, but I think that backup coming from EVOS is just a tad too slow, and Pokemon gets punished for that over-aggression.
5 seconds before he spawns, Lord is up and available. If either team wants to contest this, of course, EVOS with the man disadvantage probably doesn't want to stick around. They will try to get information, but they will not look to take the objective now. LY4, he's getting caught by Girl. You can see actually the Yuzhong is getting the better go at it in this 1v1. LY4, even though he has the healing, he cannot stand up to the damage. And this is what I was talking about in draft. He's such an effective bruiser that deals with the Uranus in the late game.
Yeah, but I absolutely agree with you. But right now, both of the teams is just trying to clear the creep itself and then rotate up to the middle bush, which the Lord is actually on, because we know that whoever gets this next slot will potentially have a bit of an edge in this match.
Jason is spotted out by JPL. He's going to start rolling over onto Jason. Finds him there with the Tauros poise and might be able to kill him off before anything begins. Jason falling very low now as Potato joins in. The real manipulation tries to buy him space, but Jason has no way of doing so. Now Sana has to flash away, or rather flicker away, as he's going to get caught out by the members of EVOS. Diablo now joining in, looking to make something happen, but no, he's overreached. EVOS, they find RSG stranded and alone, and they pick him off.
Yeah, so what happened was that Soup actually uses the Rafaela ultimate to get onto Eves, and I think that Diablo really wanted to save onto the side of Sana, actually gets paid the price. And I think this over-aggression coming for RSG is really starting to look bleak for them as EVOS takes the Lord.
Despite having the Lycan and the Wolf on their team, RSG are not the apex predators in this game. EVOS have been hunting them down like prey one by one in the jungle. Methodical and surgical, slowly closing this one out. They have the Lord down in mid, and it's going to help them siege as well. As you can see here, the pick coming from JPL. They find Jason. Sana in the backline tries to save him, but his position is made known.
Yeah, you look at Soup, he actually goes in to Sana itself, and right now mid lane we have a fight going in with the Lot pushing into the mid. EVOS looking really hungry to end this game just to be the champions of this first series.
Black Dragon form in. This is the final defense for Resurgence. They have to make this whole count if they want to stay in this. Now the real world manipulation coming out for Sana. They actually managed to get the damage down. Diablo kind of in and out with the iframes. They have already lost LY4, so that's one big tank down. But EVOS, they're still pushing in. The core is left exposed. They have to defend this. RSG needs to go in before the call goes down. They get the kill on the Benedetta, and now this should be game over. EVOS looking to close this one out. They just need to hit the core. But Jason coming back in. They keep this game alive still. Potato unable to finish off this game. Very low on health, has to slide away. RSG, the spawn is up. They're looking to defend still. Yep, EVOS, they're unable to close this game out.
Yeah, they're unable to close this game just because they do not have any creeps, but you can see that the top, bottom, and middle lane is just pushing in, and EVOS is going for their second time again. Will they be able to end the game with the minion just sieging in? But it looks like 9 more seconds going on to the side of Diablo. He's going to be spawned soon, but it's going to be a disengage onto EVOS as they are unable to end the game.
Good hold coming in from RSG. They managed to lower the health bars enough for EVOS to feel threatened and back off. They were very nervous about getting killed there and potentially giving up the map control to RSG. Resurgence, they're still in this. They're down 6,000, but they're not out of it just yet.
Yeah, but what is most likely going to happen, the Black Dragon just coming in again from the backline, just zoning off Forza. And will they be able to get on this Forza? No, they can't, but what they can get is the bottom tower.
Final structure going down, only core left alive for EVOS to siege down. Now the final fight might just break out. I say final, as though this is the one that RSG might be able to defend. EVOS still holding strong as they're waiting for the right moment to pull the trigger. Not necessarily going in just yet. They can wait for the minions to creep in. Not a big issue. They don't have to be too preemptive about this.
Yes, EVOS overall really good fights coming in from them. They have overall the majority of the map control, and it seems that they are just this close to ending the game. Diablo over aggression gets paid the price with Bruno on that ball.
Now in this 4v5, I don't think RSG has any potential to hold on. The real manipulation actually doing a lot of damage to get the kill to even out the numbers still. Now Sana doing his best to try to shove them off. RSG still holding in this one as JPL has to jump away. It was the Void Crystal and the Void Blast that actually got the kill there, but LY4, he has to flicker out. He's dead. Harif gets the kill credit. Another Black Dragon 4 pushing Fossa away. He's gonna be able to get into his fountain to heal up. And Girl very low now. He managed to get out once. Can he get out the twice? Seems like he should be able to get out free unless Fossa has anything to say about it. But the Roger getting the kill and cleaning up. RSG still in this one.
Yep, overall, it's kind of a turnaround fight for RSG because EVOS so desperately actually wants to end the game, and in result, they paid the price with the fight winning over to RSG as Forza goes into the mid to crack open the mid itself, and with Potato spawning in just 1 minute, it's 1 second, he's actually spawned up, but the next lot, 19 seconds, potentially will change everything.
Next lot is going to be crucial for both teams, and you know, EVOS, they were trying to avoid the exact scenario that just happened, right? They get too overeager, they try to close out the game, and they got caught in this AoE coming from Sana and Diablo, so they need to respect the damage coming in.
Yeah, I feel like EVOS kind of tried to force their way into ending the game because I know how desperately they actually want to win this, but if only they backed off just a bit more just to play a bit more safe and wait for the Lord, I think that might be their biggest bet, but the fight that they lost really resulted in RSG winning a bit of goal. And in fact, you look at the goal,
they are more or less even.
They are almost on par, and right now we are in almost the late games of this, and the goal doesn't really matter because it's really all about your items and how the next team fight is going to be.
One kill might just give them the Lord, and the Lord means the base, and the base means the win, and the win means the series as EVOS look to take this objective right now. Going down to about 29,000 as Resurgence are hovering around the outside of the jungle. LY4 getting singled out. He's actually the tank and he's falling very low on health now. The next one to fall might just be the backline. LY4 has to get out the Black Dragon form onto the backline. Diablo, he's left in no man's land. He's going to get isolated and picked off. And he's the first one to fall for RSG. And now the real world manipulation coming out. Actually managing to take down JPL. It's a mega kill for Sana. Can he do anything else is the question. The defense still holds. It's a 4-on-4. For both sides, the numbers are pretty much even right now as LY4 looks to jump in. They actually stun him up. Potato, that's the carry if they get the kill. The Bruno's dead. RSG can turn this one around now. They might be able to take this fight on Pokemon. Forza, he gets the killing spree going then. He should be able to clean this one up. No one left on the side of EVOS. How can they really siege down without the carry? Yep. RSG, they find the pick and they keep their hopes alive.
They keep the hopes alive for the next 30 seconds because Potato, he's out of position and he gets paid the price. And right now with in fact 4 members onto RSG, they are going to go into the Lord pit itself. But Soup, he knows that he needs to delay time for JPL to actually spawn. But can EVOS stop RSG from getting the Lord? But it seems like a fight going in as RSG, it's going to be a mega kill onto the side of Forza.
They smell blood in the water they were chasing in. If they get a kill Pokemon, they're going to stagger the respawns, and this is huge for Resurgence. They get another 2 kills, Pokemon and Soup. 40 seconds on the clock before they can even join it. Ladies and gentlemen, this lore is all but gone for RSG. They can't claim this. They can't just push it in and close out the game. EVOS SG, they need to hope on a prayer to defend against the push from Resurgence.
Absolutely agree with you. It's so intense, this game. We are almost, ladies and gentlemen, at the 18-minute mark. And
it's a sweaty one.
I mean, the next lot that pushes in is going to be Mighty Lord. And the side of EVOS, they still have their turret standing, but I think at what cost they have to defend their lanes.
Let's take a look at this replay here, courtesy of H2O. I want you to keep your eyes on Pokemon and Potato, or rather, this is after Potato goes down. So they're actually able to hold. But before this, Potato getting killed off means that they don't have the DPS necessary to continue fighting.
Yes, and JPL going in, he might want to be a bit more careful this time.
He's not a Cho.
He is not the Cho, but what's happening is that on the bottom lane itself, we have this Mighty Lord and they are looking to clear the slot. They have to protect Potato at all costs, and it looks like Girl getting stunned up together with Forza coming in, but it looks like the Lord is going to go down. They managed to defend on this slot. Really, really good plays coming in from EVOS, and it looks like the sign EVOS is going to come up to JPL.
The downside is they don't get anything done with their objective. The upside is, EVOS doesn't get it, but the re-engage might just be happening here as both teams testing the water, looking to see if either one is going to budge or overreach. JPL, very risky, they're touch and go. He had to jump back into the base, and now he's stuck outside again. Might just get caught out. Look at JPL, he's falling so low. He has to be careful, he's going to get picked off here. There's nothing he can do. It's a monster kill for Sana. The carry for RSG, he's been popping off time and time again in these team fights. JPL playing with fire. The first time he gets away, the second time he gets burned, and EVOS SG, they lose a member.
Well, I don't know about you, Hungry Cuz, but I'm feeling the real intensity of this match as both teams really wants to win this match, but it seems like Girl going into zone of members of EVOS and they cannot go in just because you look at the minions, they're actually pretty much balanced, pushing up to the top lane of RSG, and that really buys time for JPL to spawn back.
JPL is going to come up in 25 seconds. The Black Dragon form should be up relatively soon too after that. And Diablo, he might have heard you here. He's like, okay, Sophia's saying go and play the side lane, so I'm going to clear the waves out and get the lanes pushing. Meanwhile, the rest of Resurgence will be sticking as 4 members in the mid lane. Real world manipulation coming out. Look at the damage of Pokemon. He's falling solo. Zaman Force being used. He has to get out of here. Now the structure is going to fall. The inhibitor is down. This means the core is exposed. Resurgence, they get the structure, they back off. They equalize the weakness on both sides. Now that the inhibitor has fallen, you know, one big fight is going to take it. The core being exposed means that they can push in for the win.
Yeah, but right now JPL has spawned back on, and the next lot 70 seconds is going to be a hot contest because this lot, the next lot is going to be even more scarier. But with both sides just equalizing absolutely in terms of the map control, I think all it takes is one good team fight to turn.
One good team fight, one good catch wins you the game, and that wins you the series, ladies and gentlemen. Tight, one apiece. Resurgence EVOS, El Clasico in Singapore, the 2 oldest and most storied esports organizations. Take a look at this replay as JPL gets caught out. I'm not sure Girl wants to be there against LY4. He's going to pop the Black Dragon form, but everyone from Resurgence is here. They're actually going to get caught out. JPL leading the charge with the Tortoise Popo is trying to get something done, but they can't really find the targets. Now Sana, he's left alone. He's isolated. He might just die here. Sana goes down. That's disastrous for RSG. They don't have the damage. Enforcer might just fall next. He has the immortality, but he's going to go down, and that's 2 carries for RSG dead. EVOS, they found the window, they get the carries, and now they can close out the game.
Yes, and right now in the mid lane itself, we have 4 members on the side of EVOS just charging in with Diablo just having to TP back to defend the base, but they do not have the marksman. Can this 4th time do the trick as Potato? They still have the marksman. Bruno on the side. LY4 just really desperately trying to clear, and it's going to knock off with the Hari going on.
Diablo with the last stand trying to make something happen with the Electro. The iframes will not keep you alive there, buddy. Jason on this Popo and Cooper. They might be 2 members, but they are not enough against the 5 of EVOS. GG! They get the 3rd game, they get the series. EVOS SG win the first best of 3.
What a match coming in. I mean, like